Okay, quick vid on how to use the buyback program. Firstly, we'll only accept contracts from one of our stations named Refinery. It's just to cut down on the hauling because it is a bit of a slow process. So when you do your mining, drop all your ore that you want to sell to us in one of the refinery stations. Now, when you come to sell it, if you dock up, open your inventory. It's over here on the left under your picture. This is the default display for Eve. The top right of the hanger, there's three icons. The last one on the right will convert that to a list. That's easier for the sheet to read. Now on the bottom you have a My Filters expandable menu. If you just click on the up arrow, select ore and minerals, anything which is not an ore or a material will disappear. I've got a few different things here. 2 lots of trit, 2 lots of iso, 2 lots of mex and 2 lots of compressed crocite. Right click and stack them all, so it's just one of each. Right click again, select all to highlight, hold control, press C to copy them. The buyback sheet is in the core bulletins. Now if you'd open the core tab from the menu on the left, go to home. I'm in an NPC so I'm out the bulletins page, but where this says details you will see bulletins. Scroll down to the buyback program. There's an orange link there saying use this sheet. It's a direct link to our spreadsheet that you'll be using. It's a good idea to save it to your browser as well. Go to it. Now there's lots of tabs, lots of info. I'll keep it relevant and just use the paste sheet. Now pretty much all of this sheet is locked down to prevent anyone from editing it, messing it up in any way. Apart from this section before this black bar. As you can see, someone's already been in this. They've got their morphite. If that happens, have a look at the top right to see any icons, anonymous animal of some sort. Possibly someone's using it. Ask in one of our chat channels if anybody is using it. If you don't get a response or nothing happens on the sheet, it's a pretty safe bet that they've just left it open after they've done whatever they need to. So what we need to do is delete this info. Click on cell A2, hold shift, click on the last piece of info before the black bar, highlight it all, press delete. There you go, it's gone. Now if you click on cell A2 again, hold control, press V. That will paste the info that you've just copied from your item hanger. If that doesn't happen, go back to your item hanger, right click, select all, control C again to copy it, come back, A2, control V to paste. Okay. Any ores that you paste here will have their minerals worked out and added to the columns. Any minerals you paste here will just be directly added. As you can see, if I just put that down to 100 titanium, boom, a load of it goes missing. If I go back, it'll add it all. The next column, J, that's all the values of the ore minerals, and this blue one here in K2, that's the total value that Core will pay for your minerals. Now if you select that, control C to copy it. Back to your item hanger, hopefully this stuff should be still highlighted. If not, right click, select all again. Now hover your mouse over the highlighted area, right click, create contract. There's a few options here. The one you want is item exchange and private. Now if the person you want to make the contract to is in one of the chat channels, you can just drag and drop. If they're not there, you can type in their name. Let's choose someone from one of these channels. Beta 1, it'll do. Now when you click next, you should get this little pop-up menu asking you to choose someone. Scroll through, find who you want, right click and show info just to double check it's the right person. When you're sure, click OK, it'll automatically go to the next page. This will list everything which is in your item hanger, but what you want to sell will be highlighted with an X. Just double check it is what you want to sell and not your latest and greatest blingy super carrier or anything. Click next. This is the payment page. You've got your I will pay. Leave that at 0 risk because you don't want to pay us to take your order off you. I will receive. Now if you click in here and press Control and V, that will paste in the total value that you copied from your pay sheet before. Again, if that doesn't happen, select the total value, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste it in. Just have a little hover over it just to double check the amount. 970,000, that's okay. Expiration, set that for 2 weeks. That's just in case either myself or the CEO misses it. Gives us a chance. You can mail us, remind us, whatever. We'll go through our contracts and pay out. Don't need to put a description if you don't want to. Don't request anything from whoever you're contracting it to. Again, click next. This is your confirmation page. Just check, double check. It's an item exchange, no description. Private, it is a private one to whichever character. Again, just have a triple check just to make sure. Oh, twice I've done that. Okay, the location, make sure it is in one of our stations, Stating Refinery. The expiration is 14 days. Sales tax, there is none. Broker's fee, 10,000 ISK. That's a standard payment every time you set up a contract. I will pay 0. I will receive is the amount you've copied from the pay sheet, and the items for sale is just the ore and the minerals. Once that's done, click finish. Really create a contract. If you're absolutely sure everything's good, click yes. I'm not going to in this case. I'm not giving anybody anything for nothing. So I'll just decline that and cancel the contract. Okie dokie. I hope that helps you out a little bit more visual, a lot easier than typing it all out in various text and chat channels and whatnot. Any problems, drop me a mail or grab me in one of the chats. Thanks very much.